Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode on Biznct TV, the Fresh Business Series. I have the opportunity to sit down with OBA's king, Mr. Dossantos himself.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you got going on here at OBA.
Yeah, all right, a little bit about myself. A lot of people ask me, how'd you get into this business? As a youngster, I trained in the martial arts for several years, and I was able to see what it did for me as an individual, how it developed me. And after doing that for a few years, life took its toll, and I worked in the world like we normally do, and I worked in the banking industry for a long time. And then I had an unfortunate event happen to me, which was for the better good ultimately. I had a medical emergency. I suffered a stroke at the age of 29, and that was kind of the turning point for me. I knew that I wanted to dedicate my life to helping other people accomplish their goals and dreams the same way I was able to do mine. And that's what kind of birthed
How you like to bring to your clients here at OBA?
That's great. I believe that we all have basic values, right, as business owners, where we understand there's a normal that people are looking for. So, apart from the excellent service and customer service that we get here, we receive here as a member, and just the attention to detail. I think what I like to say is we're passionate, and it starts from the head all the way down. And we select the people that work here to be passionate. And we all have similarities in the way we think and our output, and what we have found is a common denominator between all of us coaches and my wife, who also owns the company with me, is that we all want to help people. So what I would say we really focus on is what people want, right? We all want results, and we want to be able to obtain them realistically in a quick amount of time, and we want to also be able to do it safely. So we really focus on how to expedite your goals. So we really just focus and narrow in on what your needs are, and we have somebody analyze it and put a formula together to help develop a program specific to you. We have a lot of members here that have lost weight, tons of body fat, have gone to compete, and are doing really well. We have individuals who were at the brink of giving up in life. Either their significant others didn't want to be with them because of their outward appearance, or a byproduct of what you think your outward appearance is, right? So lack of confidence, things like that. But these people are better versions of themselves. And I think that it's very important for us to understand that changes and results are possible, but you do have to focus and really set what's important for you, and we'll help you find that out.
Definitely. I truly believe that results, especially being in the fitness world, the results that you drive definitely trickles down into several different aspects in their life, in many different individuals' lives. Each client that you don't deal with, you're saying that whether it be somebody who losing a significant other, or somebody that's trying to build their confidence back up, trying to get their swagger back, trying to get in the flow. Basically, really taking those results, focusing on them, and helping them bring the best out of themselves.
Right.
That plays hand in hand with customer service.
Yep.
When the customer feels like they're getting results and they're happy coming to the gym in a friendly atmosphere, they're going to continue to come back.
I think that's a great point. And just to add to that is, this is one thing. I've sold a lot of things in my life. I've been in sales for a long time, and this is the one thing I'm not ashamed of really pushing hard, because what I'm providing members and potential members to do is beyond what a materialistic thing could give you, right? It's beyond what a tangible thing could give you. It's like going to school and educating yourself. You spend countless years doing that, and money too. So, of course, customer service plays a big part, because it gives us the opportunity to reciprocate more members here. More people come through the doors, just gives us the opportunity to help more people accomplish their goals.
Yes. How do you feel that your the results that you've driven for, you've been open for, I remember the first meeting back in August when
Yeah,
you opened up your
yep, a
doors.
little over 6 months, yep.
Started off with a handful of members and it just exploded.
Yes.
Having over 100 plus members,
Yeah.
countless packed out classes. It's beautiful walking in the door now. I have to find alternating forms of parking.
You've been there from the beginning, man. You've been there from the beginning.
Because there's so many individuals that come to the gym.
Yeah.
How do you feel like being that results focus and really building those relationships with your customer, which is essential in building your business, has been essential marketing tool for you here at OBA?
Yeah, it's a big responsibility. One thing I didn't want to do, and the downfall of a lot of businesses when they first open up, whether they're large or small, is that they're a little overzealous. They provide something, they have fire and intensity when they start, but then that starts to dwindle in time. Either they become, I say we as business owners become complacent. So our quality diminishes, little by little. But I think what's helped me is uncovering and understanding what it is you live for. And I understand that I live for the well-being of other people. And I do it every day with my wife and my son, those who are around me. But it's a big responsibility. And if I was called to do the job, I want to do the best I can. So actually, every time I provide someone with results and that excellence, it encourages me to keep me cognizant to be able to continue to replicate that every day with every member that walks through the door. We have kids 5 years old all the way up, and it's really important for us to set a good example to everyone. Because even youth struggle with confidence. They struggle with a lot of things. It's very disheartening because they are our future.
And it's really crazy because a lot of people think that youth don't have anything to worry about, and we have young people in the community that are dealing with depression, and some even contemplating about taking their own lives.
Sure.
Being able to interact with those individuals and helping to pour into their lives with basically pushing them forward, believing in them, bringing the best out of them, really helping them shape that inner confidence that they may have lacked.
Yeah.
How do you drive that out of them? With the youth, going home sometimes, they're dealing with their parents, they're thinking that they don't have anything to worry about in their lives, where they may be silently being bullied in school,
Right.
or dealing with something underlying issues.
Right.
What do you see in those young kids when they're coming through here at OBA?
I see me. I do. I see me in every one of those kids' faces. I see me in everybody's face. I see the brokenness that's in the community right now. We do deal with depression. It's a real thing. Kids get depressed, and they're held to higher and higher standards every day. And the one thing I focus on is making sure that they understand that not only it's okay to be courageous and brave and confident, but they're entitled to that. They're entitled to owning something that could make them, potential business owners to be able to carry out their mission. The one thing that I do drive home to all my kids, all my members, everyone I interact with, is what's your purpose? If you know what your purpose is, then it gives you a means to push forward when there's no hope to be done.
You got a sense of direction.
That's
You have
right.
a vision for where you're
Yes.
going. You have a roadmap in your brain
Yeah.
on where do you want to take this. Why am I here? Why did I sign up? How do I want my body to feel? How do I want to feel mentally? How do I want to feel about myself? How do I want to interact with other people? How this experience, whether it be 30 minutes to an hour per day, can help be a building platform in the rest of my life.
Well, there's a lot of things that happen biologically to the body and to the brain when you work out. When you releases endorphins, epinephrine, norepinephrine. It releases dopamine. It releases these chemicals that help us feel happy. When we feel happy, there's no stress. Stress cannot be present when there's happiness because it's two emotions that require to utilize the same chemical makeup. So when you're here and you're in a state where you're de-stressing, consider it a rubber band has its duty, and its duty is to bind things, right? And it has so much elasticity before it snaps. That's how sensitive our stress levels can be. So when you're in an environment where you feel that you are releasing stress, you start to learn that it's within your control. You start to understand that you could really take control of the patterns that you may exhibit on a daily basis, and start making decisions to choose other behaviors. So how it carries on to life is, if you could apply that here at the gym when you are pushed to limits that you feel uncomfortable, right? Because you have to explore new limits to be able to climb new mountains. Right? So when you're constantly held accountable, right? You're not held accountable as much anymore. When you have a team of people that we call family, we call it the OVA crew, that hold you accountable, right? And it reminds you every day why you're here. It's very important. My father told me once that your best friends would be the ones to tell you what you're doing wrong when you're doing it, and not hide it from you because they want to see you do better.
Exactly.
And that's something I carry for life, and that's what our members here carry for life too.
And I noticed some people they tend to lose that passion, they lose that fire. But I noticed within you from the first day I met you when you opened up till now, you have that same level of intensity. Like you have that same look in your eye. You have that same willingness to help, and I see it in your staff. It's like oozing out of everybody. It touches. It really trickles down into the clients that come here. I notice even with myself working out here a few times, seeing a difference. Me being a former athlete.
You're working the speed bags pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, you're doing pretty good, man.
Yes, I noticed me being a former athlete, finding outlets to still be competitive and still drive that athleticism out of me. You guys were able to definitely push me at times where I felt like I couldn't be pushed.
Sure.
Really bringing the best out of me.
Right.
And I truly appreciate that. And every time I come to the gym.
I'm glad we were able to work at that capacity for you, man. That means a lot. So, but the answer lies within your question, Woodley, is that I'm a big believer in Christ. I'm a Christ follower, and I feel like I'm always put in situations where I'm reminded, right? And to answer simply, I keep this attitude, and it may seem easy, but it's the struggles that I go through every day that reminds me about what my mission in life is, which is truly to help people, specifically in the capacity of health, self-esteem, and to that degree. So every day, I talk to people. I ask, how are you doing? What have you done today that you would say is exciting, that you would like to try again? And every day I'm given a new testimony, every day, and I'm fed that every day. It's like a constant reminder as to why I do what I do. I walk in here sometimes and I don't want to do it. Sometimes I don't want to do anything, but that is.
You remember when you hop out of bed, that one person that you could touch, that one person that you could encourage, because you remember. I remember at the beginning of our conversation, you spoke about different things you've gone through. At those times, it would have been monumental if somebody could have just, one word holds so much power. It could help somebody get that last rep. It could help somebody do that last push-up. It could make somebody help somebody finish. And the power in the spoken word is phenomenal. And I know you truly know that here when you're speaking to somebody, that your words hold weight.
Yes.
And you can really touch somebody and help them get through something. You never know what they may be going through before they walk in the doors.
That's right. Yep.
But you're able to be that beacon of light.
Yeah, I try to be. I'm reminded every day. I have a 3-year-old, soon to be 4, and he is looking. He's looking, constantly keeping an eye on me. So I think the one person holding me accountable the most is my son. Every day he's looking at me, trying to figure out who he is, and the only guidance he has is just me, right? So yeah,
an example.
Absolutely. So I try every day, and he comes here too, so he's getting it.
So you could definitely see what you could definitely see what Dad's doing.
Yeah.
You could definitely see your different mannerisms when you're interacting with people.
Sure.
He knows when they should take.
Yep.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, he does.
I know he.
For those of you who have kids, you know what I'm talking about.
I know he knows what buttons to push.
Yeah.
But to see you remain calm in a time where you could completely lose it really
Sure.
shows him the true character of yourself.
Yeah.
It really shows me also being a man of faith. It shows that you are showing God's way.
Yeah.
And you're able to really exhibit your purpose in your profession, what you do here.
Right.
You're able to basically use this as a medium, in order to touch
on my platform. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I'm really grateful that we're able to sit down because I know we've been missing each other, but it's been an honor.
Amen.
Pleasure.
Always a pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm honored to be the first one, man. Thank you guys.
All right. Stay tuned. From next week, we're gonna bring on a different guest every week. Show you some different moves. Show you a different perspective. That's what this whole series is about. Fresh vision. Continue to keep your mind abreast on different topics. Thank you. 19.